The Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Keller. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Cyclones... the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cyclones! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the...
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab deep. He's loose down the left side. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Iowa State. A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on second down. He's got him. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at him.
Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And man, this guy's showing you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Caught over the middle. It's Keller. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They just keep firing. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Cyclones in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Offense gets set for second down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a run on third and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. On third and long. Try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Snagged in the middle. It's Keller. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew to throw to him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Finds his big tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kickmaker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to... Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50, the 40, at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Iowa State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chain. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. To the air on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And they're in for a touchdown.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
That was just a simple wide receiver screen. Every team in college football is running it now, and for whatever reason, quarterback and receiver not on the same page on what seems like a very simple play to execute.
They'll go to the counter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Cyclones. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Might be changing the route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. 1st and 10 again.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game to me.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Curry. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Shoots his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they get one of those long drives going.
The give on the option. Got enough for the first down. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Iowa State. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll go back to work on offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs, too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Gets rid of it. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He's looking to throw. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Steps away. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're still holding the lead, but flex a little muscle on this drive. The give to the lone running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Jukes his way for more. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Both of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the field now, they can't worry about the other offense. Obviously, they've both been having success. You just got to...
Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man quickly. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the back on the option. The give. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Makes a man miss. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Cyclones have their offense in high gear.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Curry. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Dances away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw on third. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 11 over Missouri. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a
turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Buys a little time with his feet. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. But he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Quick shovel pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finding open areas.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed?
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very... Oh, he's got some space. Creates a little room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's
saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jensen.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Curry. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with